Hello and welcome to Gunning for Glory YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about two big signings that Arsenal are going to be making hopefully in the next couple of days. One's actually already been confirmed, and we're also going to be looking ahead to Arsenal's visit to Ralph Hasenhüttl's very informed Southampton. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the big transfer news. This morning the club announced that Brighton's former goalkeeper Matt Ryan has signed on loan for the rest of the season. The 30-year-old Australian goalkeeper is more than likely going to be a backup to our first choice goalkeeper Bernd Leno, and to be honest, I'm happy enough with this signing. You know, he's an established goalkeeper. I was actually looking; he hasn't actually played for Brighton in quite a long time. I think Sanchez is their number one goalkeeper, so obviously him and Graham Potter must have had some fallout because he really was a fantastic goalkeeper for Brighton. So we wish him obviously the best of luck for the 6 months or so that he's going to be here. Maybe he'll join us on a permanent afterwards. I don't know. But we hope and pray, because really Alex Renarson I just don't think is ready for the big leagues yet, as it was eminent in his performance against Man City in the Carabao Cup. Now moving on, we also have another bit of news coming to us today from Real Madrid. The Norwegian, I think, teenager, I'm not sure how old he is, but he's Martin Odegaard. Now, I'll be honest, I'm torn on this because yes, our player development is great. Yes, he's supposed to be a fantastic young player, but we've so many young players now kind of breaking into the team, and I don't want to take any heat away from them. You know, the likes of Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Joe Willock, Emile Smith-Rowe, of course, who's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, he seems to be kind of an Emile Smith-Rowe type player, Odegaard. I just don't want Emile Smith-Rowe to kind of lose any kind of, I suppose, momentum that he's building up. So that's kind of my view on that. But again, look, if he comes, he comes. It will probably just be for the 6 months. I mean, you know, players from the Spanish league who come from there to Arsenal don't tend to do well. I mean, if you look at in the last couple of years of our signings, you look at Lucas Perez, you look to Denis Suarez, and I know he was riddled with injuries, but he just didn't get, you know, the proper attention, I suppose, that he deserved. Dani Ceballos as well hasn't been great this season. I know he had a great season last season, but he's just completely failed to live up to the hype this year. And I expect him to go back as well. So maybe Odegaard is going to be kind of a replacement-ish for Ceballos, or is he just going to be a backup for Smith-Rowe? Either way, it's an okay signing, but I think Matt Ryan is definitely a very important loan signing, and I do hope that, regardless of how many games he gets, we're going to sign him permanently. Now on to our quick preview for the match against Southampton, and there are a lot of things I have to say about this, so we're going to get straight into it. Southampton are coming off the back of an impressive 2-0 win over Shrewsbury Town in the FA Cup third round replay. This is the fourth round, after Arsenal of course bet Newcastle after extra time 1-0. And to be honest with you, I'm optimistic about this game because our track record in the FA Cup is very good, and also Southampton's last league game, was against Leicester, and they lost 2-0. I know, of course, they got their 1-0 win against Liverpool as well, and let's not get it mixed up. They're a very good side this year. Ralph Hasenhüttl has done a spectacular job of, I suppose, finding the right players in the right form, I suppose. You look to Alex McCarthy, who's in the form of his life in goals, Ryan Bertrand, Yannick Vestergaard at the back, James Ward-Prowse in the middle, who's just very, very solid, and he's just been a very, you know, consistent player in that team. You obviously look to Theo Walcott as well, who's playing very well, obviously former Arsenal player as well. You look, of course, to Danny Ings and Che Adams up front. Danny Ings having a fantastic season, although there was a rumour during the week that he actually wants to leave Southampton, so that may go somewhere. But Che Adams as well was a fantastic replacement for Danny Ings when he was injured, and Danny Ings has just come back all guns blazing since his injury back in, I want to say, around October-ish. But it's fair to say Southampton did not suffer as bad as people thought they would without Danny Ings, so it just shows that the depth that I suppose that they have. From an Arsenal perspective, I expect, I suppose, a full strength team because we only played it on Monday, and Southampton played their replay on Tuesday, so there may be a bit of fatigue, I suppose, to bring into account. So maybe Matt Ryan might be given his debut. That's what I hope. I hope that happens, but I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. I don't think they'd let him play just from signing tonight, just from the, I suppose, signing today, and then being expected to play a game at 12:15 tomorrow, so I just think that's too much of an ask, I suppose, for him. Looking to our injuries, of course, Gabriel Martinelli might get playing. Obviously he picked up an injury in the warm up of the FA Cup game against Newcastle. He seems to be okay, according to Mikel Arteta, and just I suppose the general news is saying that he is going to be fine. He was on the bench, of course, against Newcastle. Was it Newcastle? It was Newcastle. Sorry, against Newcastle in the league, which we won 4-0, which is a spectacular game. For all of 45 minutes, we only really played 45 minutes in that game. I think the first half was absolutely atrocious, just not looking like the Arsenal that we all know and love. But I think some of the build-up play in the second half against Newcastle was absolutely spectacular, and I think that could, if we even play as well as we did in the first half against Newcastle, this really should push us over the line against Southampton. So in terms of score predictions, I think I'm going to go with 2-1 to Arsenal. It's optimistic, but I think we have the necessary forward momentum, and I suppose the certain I don't even know what to call it with our defenders, because our defenders can be inconsistent at times. Like Rob Holding, I suppose, will start. Bellerin will probably come back in because he didn't play on Monday. Tierney will probably play again, and I mean Mari's still injured as well. Gabriel is still injured. Oh, Gabriel was on the bench, wasn't he? Sorry, I'm all over the place. Gabriel, I hope gets some game time as well, actually, because he does need to get some minutes into his legs just to get him back to full fitness, because he was actually quite good until he got sent off, of course, and then he actually got COVID as well. But that's kind of my review or preview, of Southampton. I'll be back with a review, and if there's any more transfer news, such as maybe Martin Odegaard being officially signed, I'll kind of circle back to that, and I'll go maybe more in depth on my thoughts, I suppose, of Martin Odegaard, or maybe just study his career a bit further. But again, it was just a rumour I heard this morning, so I don't know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you are new around here, please like the video and subscribe. Comment below what your score predictions are going to be, and just what you think of Matt Ryan as a signing. And that's really it, and I'll see you on Sunday. I think hopefully Sunday will probably be the next upload. Sunday will be my review, hopefully, of an Arsenal win against Southampton at St Mary's in the FA Cup 4th round. But until then, goodbye for now.